Welcome, Clocking the Gallop. You're joining us for our preview of Racing Today on Wednesday. Racing Today is once again at Hollywood Bet's Greyville on the polytrack. It's the 24th of March, and 8 races are carded again there, and the going is expected to be standard. They've had 38 millimeters of rain in the last 7 days. No rainfall in the last 24 hours. Apprentice Gabriel Peterson not riding. He's medically indisposed. We'll run through the changes as we go through the card. We've got the Ghostryder selections for the 8 races today. Race 1 is due at 1 o'clock. It's a maiden plate over 1,000 meters. And the Ghostryder's turned to the first timer, the son of What a Winter, number 8, Mr. Cat for Gavin Van Zyl and Warren Kennedy, is drawn widest of all, 8 out of 8. There's lots of Gauteng participation on today's KwaZulu-Natal meeting, with trainers Paul Peter. I see Candice Dawson's there, and I think that Tony Nassif's also got a runner on the card today. So it is Mr. Cat that gets the vote for the first race from the Ghostryder to win it. Second, he's tipping number 1, Green Hill. Third to number 6, Love Lies, who's now a chance ride for Kelvin Habib, who gets the ride there on Love Lies. And fourth to number 3, Dawn Raider. That's the first race, 8, 1, 6, and 3. Race 1 opens up the bipot. Race 2 is the start of the place accumulator at 13:35. It's a maiden plate fillies and mares over 1,200 meters. And race 2, you can scratch number 2. My Big Vision is the scratching there in the second race. Just to go back to race 1 very quickly. In race 1, number 4, the Candice Dawson runner, Own Your Fate, has a tongue tie on and has the earmuffs off in the first. In race 2, number 6, Indigo Moon, races without blinkers. Here the selection is number 1 to win it. It is Sabrina Fairchild for Paul Peter and Lyle Hewitson from a pole position draw. Second is given to number 7, Varvacious. Third, number 6, Indigo Moon. And fourth to number 3, Cape Diamond. 1, 7, 6, and 3. Race 2 opens up the place accumulator. Let's move on to the third race now. Race 3, the start of the pick 6 at 2:10 is a maiden plate for fillies and mares over 1,400 meters. And in race 3, number 2, Sola, who is the selection, has a compression mask on. So Sola races with the compression mask here. And that is the selection to win it, number 2, Sola, for Peter Muscat and Lyle Hewitson. Second, number 4, Global Appeal. Third, given to the 10, Royal Couture. And fourth, number 7, Diamonds and Toads. 2, 4, 10, and 7 in the third. Moving on to race 4 now. Race 4 at 10:03 this afternoon is a fillies and mares 68 handicap over 1,400 meters. In race 4, scratch number 12, Love of London. That brings number 13, You Deserve It, into this race. It will be drawn at 12. Jason Gates rides number 13, You Deserve It. The other changes, number 5, Matadora's Parade, and number 6, Spring Lightning. Both race with aluminiums in front and unshod behind. Selection for race 4 is number 9, Made in France. It's a bit of a roughie to tip here for the Ghostryder. Mark Dixon teaming up with Keegan DeMello after an improved last run. Daughter of Elusive Fort, supremely bred out of the mare Joan of Arc, who was a top-class sort race in the Armitage colours. So Made in France, number 9, is tipped to upstage the more fancied runners 4, Oldsmere second. Third to 2, the Paul Peter Raider Sekhmet. And fourth given to number 11, and that is Hot Money. Let's move on to race 5 at 3:25. It's a maiden plate fillies and mares over 1,600 meters. Race 5, it doesn't look like we've got too many changes there. Number 1, Jane Bond, races unshod and put the blinkers on number 2, Jalalabad. Blinkers go on number 2. Here, the tip is for number 8. That gets the vote. Rock Flight, a strong selection for the Gavin Van Zyl, Warren Kennedy partnership after 2 good seconds in her last 2 starts. Ghostryder big on the 8, Rock Flight, to beat number 7, Offsides, the visitor. Third, number 6, Bells and Whistles. And fourth to number 9, Inda Marvel. Selection for race 5, 8, 7, 6, and 9. Let's move on to race number 6 now. And in race number 6, just having a look for any changes. There is one, number 7, Love the View, will race with a compression mask. Selection here is for number 9, Magical Midlands. Glenn Cotson and Lyle Hewitson teaming up. Magical Midlands, number 9, is tipped to win, to beat number 6, Count Marsh for second. Third to number 3, Gavel Strike. And fourth, number 10, which is Freedom's Fire, 9, 6, 3, and 10 in race 6. The penultimate race at 27 minutes to 5 is an MR82 handicap over 1,000 meters. And here, the Ghostryder tipping number 3, Shinnecock for Justin Snaith and Richard Faree. Second, number 2, King's Road. Third to number 7, Savior. And fourth, number 9, Valiente. 3, 2, 7, and 9 for race number 7. In race 7, number 2, King's Road, still without a rider, with apprentice Gabriel Peterson not riding there today. And on to the 8th and final race. Race 8 is due at 8 minutes past 5. It's a fillies and mares 76 handicap over 1,000 meters. Changes in race 8. Scratch number 14, Showdown Kid. That's out. Number 5, See My Vision, is now ridden by Wayne Agrella. Wayne Agrella rides number 5, See My Vision. And those are the changes for race 8. The selection is number 7 to come through and win it. That is Diamonds and Dust. Second, number 8, Purple Merchant. Third, given to number 1, Wildly in Love. And fourth, number 2, Glitter and Gold. Those are the changes then in race number 8 and the selection for race 8. Next up, we'll bring you the place accumulator, which is not too hotly priced today at 81 Rand. We'll bring you the 2 best bets and the value bet for today's KwaZulu-Natal meeting. That's up next. So here we go with today's place accumulator. It's 81 Rand, starts off in race 2. The 2 nap bets today, by the way, are race 3, number 2, Solar, and race 5, number 8, Rock Flight. Those are the nap bets. The value bet, just the one, is in race 4, number 9, Made in France. Now let's run through those place accumulator selections. Bankers in the first 2 legs. Number 1, Sabrina Fairchild in race 2. That's the first leg. And in race 3, the banker number 2, Solar. The third leg, 2 numbers in race 4. 3 numbers, rather. 3 numbers. Number 2, Sekhmet. 4, Alsmere. And the roughie number 9, Made in France. By banker number 8, Rock Flight. By 3, 6, and 9, Gavel Strike, Count Marsh, and Magical Midlands. By 2, 3, and 7, King's Road, Shinnecock, and Savior. And the last leg, 3 numbers, 1, Wildly in Love, 7, Diamonds and Dust, and 8, Purple Merchant. That is 81 Rand for a full unit in the place accumulator. Nap bets being race 3, number 2, and race 5, number 8, and the value bet is race 4, number 9. Ghostryder confident with today's selections. Let's hope that he guides you in the right direction. Don't forget, tomorrow, racing at the Vaal on Thursday. Neil and myself will be up early to give you those selections, and we do like the 9-race program at the Vaal on Thursday. Stay tuned here on Clock in the Gap.